They seem happy, living wild and free in the woods, but the outdoor boys hide a tragic story. Behind the fishing, camping, and smiling faces lies deep, silent battles most fans never witness. Their journey wasn't always about wild lands and calm lakes. Behind the camera, the outdoor boys carry wounds no adventure can heal. But what burden hides behind their brave faces? This is not just a survival story, it's a tale of love, family life, and strength. Join us as we uncover the heartbreaking reality of the outdoor boys. Love for the outdoors. Luke Nichols came into the world in 1978 in Anchorage, Alaska, a place full of wild landscapes and natural wonders. His childhood was shaped by the mountains, forests, and rivers that surrounded him. From a very young age, he spent most of his time exploring the outdoors, slowly learning how to live and thrive in the wilderness. His parents, Melvin and Sharon Nichols, encouraged his interest in nature, helping him grow more confident in activities like fishing, hiking, and basic survival skills. These early adventures helped him develop patience, strength, and a deep respect for the land around him. As he got older, Luke went to Robert Service High School in Anchorage. Later, he moved to Utah to attend Brigham Young University, where he studied political science. He worked hard during college and continued to grow as a person. It was also during this time that he met Rebecca Ryman, the woman who would later become his wife. Their connection grew stronger over time, and together they built a family filled with shared values and love for the outdoors. They would eventually raise 3 boys, Tommy, Nate, and Jacob, who often appear in their father's videos, joining in on his many outdoor adventures. After finishing college, Luke continued his education and earned a Juris Doctor degree in criminal and immigration law from George Mason University. He worked for years as a lawyer, helping people understand and navigate the legal system. He focused mainly on criminal defense and immigration law, but he also learned about land use and fishing regulations, knowledge that later became useful when he shifted his career. Although his job gave him financial security, something inside him still didn't feel quite right. The long hours and high stress of legal work left him feeling far from the joy he once found in nature. Before his legal career, Luke had taken a mission trip to Japan. That experience stayed with him. Living in a different culture showed him the importance of discipline and service. He learned to be more thoughtful and more determined. Japan's lifestyle was very different from his Alaskan upbringing, but it taught him skills that would serve him well in the future, especially in storytelling and content creation. After returning from Japan and completing law school, Luke tried working in political consulting. It was a fast-moving world filled with strategy and pressure. While it paid well, it didn't give him the personal satisfaction he hoped for. He missed being outside, missed the peace that came from fishing, and missed the chance to share quality time with his family. Eventually, he decided to step away from political consulting. He needed a new path, one where he could feel more connected to the things he truly loved. That decision pushed him to go back to school for law, thinking it might bring balance to his life. He became a lawyer and began working full-time. On the surface, things looked good. He had a steady job, a loving family, and a clear future. But inside, something was still missing. His desire for adventure and his passion for teaching others about the outdoors had not faded. He still dreamed of sharing the lessons he learned from the wild and from life. Eventually, Luke began to experiment with making videos. He picked up a camera and started filming his fishing trips, focusing on useful tips, tricks, and techniques. His first channel, Catfish and Carp, was created from this passion in 2013. He used simple explanations and shared real experiences, and people quickly noticed. And soon, the channel began to grow. Viewers connected with his honest and practical style. They appreciated how he made things easy to understand and enjoyable to watch. As his confidence grew, Luke saw the opportunity to do more. Fishing was just one part of the outdoors, and he wanted to share much more than that. Luke wanted to do more than just catch fish on camera. He began dreaming of something bigger, something that could capture the adventures he enjoyed with his family. He began thinking about how to bring more family-friendly adventures to a wider audience. His mind often went back to his childhood in Alaska, filled with moments of camping, hiking, and learning from nature. He wanted his own children to grow up with similar experiences, ones filled with wonder, learning, and time spent together outside. That dream pushed him to begin a new journey, one that would lead to something much greater than just a fishing channel. That idea became the start of a new project, the Outdoor Boys channel. This new channel gave Luke the space to create a broader range of content, camping, hiking, building, and survival, all while spending quality time with his family. The beginning was especially hard. Running a new channel with such a broad focus made it difficult to grow. Many people who had followed him on Catfish and Carp didn't like the change. They had subscribed only for fishing content, and now they were seeing videos that included hiking, shelter building, or long family trips. Some viewers didn't hold back their complaints, and the negative comments started piling up. But Luke didn't lose hope. He had a strong feeling that what he was doing mattered. However, what happened next was surprising. The journey of Outdoor Boys. Outdoor Boys was very different from his original channel, Catfish and Carp, which mostly featured fishing videos. Luke wanted to include a wider range of topics now, like camping, survival, bushcraft, and trips with his wife and sons. He hoped to create a space where families could learn and feel inspired to spend time outside, together. Luke's videos became more than just entertainment. They helped people learn new skills, gain confidence, and feel inspired to try something new with their families. Whether it was building a log cabin in the woods, crafting a tool from scratch, or teaching his sons how to fish, each video told a story about learning, growing, and connecting with nature. Before long, Luke Nichols had built a strong online following. His channels brought in income through ad revenue, merchandise, and brand partnerships. He earned around $2 million from his content, but what mattered more to him was the impact. People around the world were spending more time outside with their families because of his videos. They were learning to build things, fish, and explore. At the same time, Luke still worked hard to keep Catfish and Carp going, even while trying to build up Outdoor Boys. Managing both channels, taking care of his family, and keeping up with his job as a lawyer stretched him thin. It was a heavy load, and he had to work late hours and make careful choices every day. But no matter how tired or busy he became, he never let go of his bigger goal. He believed deeply that the outdoors could teach people, especially children, lessons they couldn't learn anywhere else. Then, in 2017, something big happened. Luke and his family went back to Alaska, and they filmed the entire trip for a series they released on the channel. The series, called Alaska Adventures, changed everything. The videos followed their journey through forests, across rivers, and into the wild parts of Alaska. Viewers saw the beauty of the land through the eyes of Luke's family. People were touched by the honesty and love that showed in each video. There was something special about watching a family work together in the wilderness, building fires, cooking meals, and facing challenges side by side. The series quickly became very popular. 3 of the videos passed 1 million views each. It was a clear moment of success for Outdoor Boys. For the first time, the channel wasn't struggling, it was growing, and fast. People who hadn't cared much before started to pay attention. New viewers arrived every day, many of them drawn in by the warm, true-to-life feeling of the family's adventures. They weren't just learning how to camp or fish, they were watching a father and mother raise their children with patience, kindness, and a sense of wonder. From then on, everything changed. Outdoor Boys became more than a side project. It grew into something that had a real and lasting impact. The heart of the channel became clearer. It wasn't all about showing off survival tricks or gear. It was about building memories and sharing those memories with others. Luke's focus on his family made the channel feel different from others in the same space. Many outdoor channels taught skills, but Outdoor Boys also shared emotions, connections, and meaningful time spent together. People began to see the value in this kind of content. The channel's stories made them smile, sometimes laugh, and sometimes even cry. They felt close to the Nichols family, as if they were part of the journey too. That emotional bond helped Outdoor Boys grow into a trusted and beloved space on YouTube. Viewers often left comments about how the videos had inspired them to spend more time with their kids, go camping, or just enjoy nature again. Luke didn't expect one of his biggest obstacles would come from the platform itself. YouTube's rules, algorithm changes, and video demands sometimes made things harder. But he kept going, always finding new ways to share his message. His deep love for the outdoors, his steady belief in family, and his strong desire to teach through example helped him move forward, even when things got rough. What started as a simple idea turned into a place where people from all over could feel connected through nature and love. Luke had taken a risk, changed direction, and worked harder than ever. In doing so, he built something honest and lasting, a space where adventures are shared, and memories are made, one trip at a time. But not without setbacks. Rising above challenges. In 2019, YouTube made a big change to how it handled content aimed at children. The platform wanted to protect young viewers from harmful or strange comments. As part of this new rule, it removed comment sections from many family-friendly channels. While the change was supposed to keep kids safe, it caused a lot of problems for creators like Luke, who ran Outdoor Boys, and Catfish and Carp. For Luke, the removal of the comment section was not just a small update. It felt like something important had been taken away. His channels had always been built around the idea of community and connection. Viewers often left messages under his videos, shared their thoughts, asked for advice, or simply said how much they enjoyed the content. These messages helped Luke know what people liked and what they wanted to see more of. Losing this feature made it very hard for him to talk with his audience. He had always seen the comments as a space where fans could come together. They were able to connect with not only Luke but also each other. It created a feeling of friendship and togetherness. Without this connection, the channel felt less alive. Luke no longer received that steady stream of reactions and support. The sudden silence made the work feel less personal. Creating videos started to feel one-sided, and that made the job a little heavier on his heart. Luke had built a close relationship with his audience over the years. He read their stories, listened to their suggestions, and even followed some of their advice in future videos. Now, with no easy way to hear back from them, he felt like a major part of his channel's charm was gone. It wasn't just about making content. It was about sharing something real with people who cared. That sharing had now become more difficult. And as if losing comments wasn't hard enough, something even worse happened next. YouTube decided to demonetize Outdoor Boys. This meant that Luke could no longer earn money from his videos on that channel. It came as a huge surprise. He had worked very hard to follow the platform's rules and had never uploaded anything harmful or unsafe. Still, without a clear reason, his main source of income was suddenly cut off. This change hit Luke deeply. He had spent countless hours planning, filming, editing, and uploading content. The channel had become a big part of his life and his family's routine. Being told that it was no longer suitable for monetization felt unfair. He was not just disappointed. He felt confused and upset, not knowing what he had done wrong. But instead of giving up, Luke decided to keep going. He made the brave choice to continue making videos, even without the money and without the comments. He stayed focused on what truly mattered to him, sharing adventures with his family and inspiring others to do the same. That motivation didn't disappear just because things had become harder. He worked even more carefully than before. He made sure every video followed the new rules. He stayed alert and thoughtful about what he showed on screen. His children's safety was already a priority, but now he made extra sure that their privacy and comfort were protected. Luke took all the challenges and turned them into lessons. He began to understand the importance of protecting his family's online presence in a new and deeper way. Over time, the Outdoor Boys channel began to grow again. People noticed Luke's efforts. They saw that he didn't give up when things got rough. Instead, he kept trying, kept creating, and kept sharing. This energy earned him even more respect from fans. Many saw themselves in his struggles and appreciated how he kept moving forward. Even without YouTube comments, Luke found new ways to keep his community strong. He started using other platforms to connect with his viewers. On social media, he responded to messages, posted updates, and shared little moments from behind the scenes. He worked hard to keep that special bond alive, even if it looked different than before. By dealing with these hard moments in such a strong and positive way, Luke showed what his channel was really about. It had always been more than fishing trips and outdoor projects. It was about family, courage, and not giving up. The troubles he faced with YouTube gave him a new reason to push forward. Every new video became a way to show how much he cared about his work. Every post on social media was a reminder that the community still mattered. Viewers supported him more than ever, and his channel continued to grow in both numbers and heart. Through small steps, he rebuilt the connection he had lost. Fans stayed loyal because they saw that Luke was still the same honest, hardworking person he had always been. What started as a painful change slowly turned into a chance to grow stronger. Luke's journey during this time wasn't easy, but he faced it with steady determination. His story became a reminder that challenges can lead to new beginnings if met with care and persistence. Through it all, he never lost sight of why he started, even though it wasn't as easy as it looks. The reality of life outside. When people watch Outdoor Boys, they often see fun trips, amazing views, and exciting outdoor activities. Luke and his family seem happy as they explore rivers, build shelters, and catch fish. But what viewers don't always realize is the effort behind the scenes. These trips are not just fun getaways. They are often hard and uncomfortable. Luke and his kids spend time outside in the rain, snow, wind, and blazing heat. These adventures test their limits. There are moments when everything feels like a challenge, and comfort is nowhere to be found. Taking children out into the wild is never easy. Luke leads them through freezing cold, heavy storms, and very hot days. They hike through thick forests and across rough ground. He teaches them how to deal with being wet, cold, tired, or hungry. It's not only about survival. It's about helping his children become strong, brave, and smart when faced with tough situations. Luke shows them how to handle things when they don't go right. Parents watching at home can understand what he goes through. They notice how he stays calm, yet gives clear instructions. These moments make the videos feel very real. Viewers connect with Luke and his family because the emotions are honest. He doesn't pretend things are easy. He shows how tiring and frustrating outdoor life can be, and this truth draws people in. They see how he helps his children keep going even when they are tired or upset. His outdoor trips are much more than normal camping adventures. They include real survival situations. Luke builds shelters out of whatever he can find. He looks for food in the wild. He tries to make fire with limited tools. Every small task becomes a huge challenge. On one trip, he went alone into the wilderness for 3 days. During that time, he had to face deep cold, aching hunger, and total loneliness. Without his family there, the days felt even harder. Spending that much time alone in harsh conditions did more than just test his body. It pushed his mind to its edge. He had no one to talk to and nothing easy to do. Staying focused became difficult. But this was also where he showed true strength. The video from that trip gave viewers a close look at what real survival looks like. It's not only about lighting a fire or building a shelter, it's about staying strong inside when things get very hard. What makes Outdoor Boys different is that Luke never hides the parts of the trip that go badly. When storms arrive, when mistakes are made, or when the children feel worn out, the camera keeps rolling. Viewers have seen times when they had to stop and rethink their plans. They've watched the family fix problems together, slowly and patiently. Luke uses every difficult moment as a chance to teach. He talks through what went wrong and what needs to happen next. His kids watch how he handles these problems, and they learn to do the same. These teaching moments are what make the videos special. They are not just about fun. They are about learning how to handle hard times without giving up. As a father, Luke feels a lot of pressure. When his kids are cold, tired, or upset, he feels it too. He wants to take away their discomfort. But he also knows how important it is to let them struggle a little. He wants them to learn how to keep going when things are hard. Watching his children try to make a fire with cold hands or climb up a rough hill is hard for him. But he lets them do it, gently guiding them as they learn by doing. The honesty in these moments is what draws people to the videos. Parents and outdoor lovers feel like they understand him. He's not just showing off cool adventures. He's sharing real life. He's raising his kids in front of thousands of people, and every step he takes matters. People watch closely to see how he reacts when things fall apart. Will he lose his patience? Will he quit? But he never does. Even when tired or frustrated, he keeps moving forward. That teaches a powerful lesson. He wants people to understand that success takes time and effort. These trips show them how to face fear, how to keep trying, and how to depend on each other. Creating YouTube videos isn't just a job for Luke. He sees it as a chance to teach his children valuable life skills. They learn how to solve problems, work together, and stay calm under pressure. What people take from Luke's videos is more than just entertainment. His stories show that growth often begins with discomfort, and the viewers are learning too. Every struggle, every mistake, every moment of doubt becomes a part of something bigger. Luke is building not just memories, but strong young people who know how to face the world. Unfortunately, not everything lasts forever. The heartbreaking end. The Outdoor Boys. Unlike regular jobs where work stops at the office, Luke's work followed him everywhere. Every camping trip, fishing adventure, or wilderness survival experience became part of his job. He had to film everything carefully, keep his family safe in the wild, and still be a caring father and husband. He couldn't fully relax because there was always something to do, capturing footage, editing videos, or planning the next adventure. The constant effort and juggling of roles began to wear him down at times. There were days when he felt tired, unsure, or overwhelmed. There was no safety net like before. The legal field had offered him long-term plans, health benefits, and a clear path forward. In this new life, he had to trust himself and hope that viewers would continue to enjoy the content he shared. Adding to the stress was the way YouTube worked. The platform had rules that often changed. Luke had to make sure his videos followed those rules so he wouldn't lose income or face restrictions. He had to watch out for things like copyright issues, family safety concerns, and video guidelines. Staying creative while also sticking to these rules wasn't easy. He had to be flexible and strong, even when it felt like the platform was working against him. Sometimes he had to change his plans or adjust his ideas to keep up with YouTube's system. He always tried to stay true to himself and share content that felt real, but it wasn't always possible to do exactly what he wanted. Keeping up with the rules took energy and patience. Yet, Luke continued to do his best, always trying to balance creativity with responsibility. Sadly, the sacrifices Luke made didn't just affect him, they touched his whole family. As his channel became more popular, more people became curious about his personal life. His children were no longer just kids enjoying time outdoors. They were suddenly part of a show that thousands, sometimes millions, of people watched. Even though Luke tried very hard to protect their privacy, it wasn't easy. Having cameras around all the time and knowing so many strangers were watching them changed things. Luke had to work hard to make sure his children felt safe and loved, not just in front of the camera, but all the time. Drawing lines between personal life and public content became necessary. Sometimes, even something you love can start to feel like too much. That's what Luke Nichols has begun to realize. His journey on YouTube has been exciting and full of success, but it's also come with a lot of stress. Over the past year and a half, his channel gained an incredible 12 million subscribers. On top of that, his videos have been copied and shared across different platforms, making his content, and his family, appear in front of billions of people. Between YouTube and those other places, his family has been seen over 6 billion times. With that kind of attention, things have changed in big ways. Fans often stop him in public. Many ask for pictures, others just want to talk. At times, it becomes too much. The pressure keeps building. Both he and his wife are honestly worried about what all this could mean for their family if the channel continues to grow at the same speed. He didn't want his family to feel like they were always being watched. He believes time to slow down is now, before it becomes impossible to lead a life that feels normal and comfortable again. However, there isn't just one reason behind his choice to pause. He still enjoys making videos. He still likes exploring the outdoors and going on adventures. But he also wants to shift his attention elsewhere. One big reason is his children. He has 3 sons, and they are growing up fast. All of them are interested in becoming YouTubers too, especially his oldest son Tom, who already has his own channel called Outdoor Tom. Now, Luke wants to spend more time guiding Tom. In less than 6 years, Tom will be an adult, and Luke wants to be there to help him grow and get ready for that. After spending years focusing on his own career and building up his content, Luke now wants to help others instead. He feels ready to support someone else's dream, especially his children's own. Although he's stepping back, he has stated that there are still many unfinished videos waiting. Some are about building his homestead, others are about travel and even extreme camping. If he chooses to complete them or goes on new adventures, he plans to post them all together at the end of the year. For now, though, this marks his final upload for quite some time. Through all the hard days and tough choices, Luke's journey has grown into something meaningful. His story shows what it takes to follow a dream when the path isn't clear. His story is one of patience, courage, and a deep love for adventure. Each step of his journey, from Alaska to Japan, from law offices to forest trails, helped him become the man he is today. His life continues to inspire many who want to step away from screens and reconnect with the world around them. Luke gave up a lot to live this life. Most people only see the fun side, the trips, the laughter, the beautiful places, but there's so much more behind the scenes. There's a man who walked away from comfort, faced the weight of public life, and worked very hard to build something meaningful for his family and others. His days are filled with work, love, and commitment. Through all the ups and downs, he keeps moving forward. His life may not be easy, but it's full of purpose. He chose this path not for fame or money, but to live a life that brings joy, growth, and connection. His story quietly reminds everyone that living with passion takes bravery, and building something worthwhile takes effort, honesty, and strength. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe and also click the next video shown on your screen.